Well, Peter Borg-Neal is the Chief Executive of Oakman Inns, and he joins us now from our studios in central London. Peter Borg-Neal, you say that you're growing the business, and indeed you are, but aren't you setting it up, inadvertently or not, for acquisition, for sale?
Good afternoon. Well, you got it right the first time. We're growing. We're growing the business. We have no plans to sell the business. It's about just building a great company for the future.
But people aren't quite sure what you stand for. Are you pubs? Are you restaurants? Are you hotels? What exactly are Oakman Inns?
Well, the clue's in the name. We're inns, and an inn is somewhere where you can come to eat, you can come to drink, and in some cases you can come to spend the night.
Is that the way you see your particular sector as growing? There's going to be a need for that sort of all-encompassing offer. Well,
clearly there is. We have been running the business for 7 years, and the business has grown every year for 7 years, both in terms of new units, but indeed our very first unit, the Oakman, which is 7 years old this year, is still in growth.
So you are, as you say, growing, but I have to come back to that point that particularly this year we've seen quite a few, if you like, niche brands, and you could be looked upon like that, as having been swallowed up by much bigger companies. We've seen the Admiral Taverns being taken over, we've seen the Lane Pub Company taken over, and effectively swallowed up and disappearing. That could happen to you, couldn't it?
People sell their businesses for a variety of reasons, sometimes very positive, sometimes a little bit negative. But ultimately, you need a seller as well as a buyer, and we're not sellers.
So the growth has been successful so far. It's not been spectacular, though. Why is that? Where is the strength in, if you like, slow and steady winning the race?
Well, how do you define spectacular? In terms of our like-for-like growth, our existing businesses, we're way ahead of the market. What we're not getting spectacular about is new places. We want to grow at the right rate. We don't want to stretch our balance sheet or indeed our human resources beyond which we can take. We want good, healthy, steady growth. We want to move through the gears, if you like, over the next few years.
Peter Borg-Neal, thanks very much for joining us.
Thank you.